Here's a guy that could have gone to the NBA and potentially could have been a star.
Yet he ended up at an orphanage in Des Plaines.
Why would you do that unless you were looking for a place to hide?
God bless Father John Smyth, and God bless the legacy of Maryville Academy.
He died in April to accolades despite his priestly collar being removed from his neck. Father John P. Smyth had a 9-foot-tall monument to his monumental work at Maryville.
We are so proud of the man we know as our friend and brother.
And the children that come here really blossom.
So was he an icon or a con?
It was both oral and penetration.
When I went home on the weekend, it was blood in my stool.
He put his finger in my rectum.
When you see that picture of Father Smyth,
I trusted you. You know, I just thank God that I didn't act out on what I thought, you know.
Would you want to kill him?
Yeah, I wanted to kill him. Absolutely.
Victim 3 actually told his wife
Yeah.
decades ago that a priest at Maryville did terrible things to him.
When did you find out that priest was Father Smyth?
Tonight, for the first time, you'll hear from 2 accusers.
When he came on TV, he was like, that's him. That's the guy.
Really blossom.
Smith's perfected patina began to crack in March of 2018. 2 allegations of sexual misconduct. The Archdiocese alerted DCFS and the Cook County State's Attorney. Unbeknownst to us until now, 4 months after the first allegation popped, Smyth was placed on limited ministry. In December, he was removed. It wasn't until early 2019 it was disclosed to the public.
When the diocese removed an ailing Smyth from ministry, do you think that was an admission that they knew something had happened?
Without a doubt.
She's represented a dozen alleged Smyth victims. 9 came forward before Father Smyth died. It's believed all 9 were DCFS kids. In March of 2018, DCFS knew of at least 1 alleged Father Smyth victim. As Smyth became ill, DCFS did nothing. It took 10 months to finally begin their 60-day investigation that turned into 120 days and more. Their finding? Unfounded. The case is now closed, a spokesperson said. However, unfounded doesn't mean untrue. Unfounded is DCFS mumbo-jumbo. DCFS's focus whether Smyth posed a danger to children. He was dead, so he didn't. No threat equals unfounded.
Did DCFS ever interview you?
Never.
No, they did not.
Did they ever interview you?
No.
Ma'am, did they?
No.
What did DCFS's inquiry include? I reached out to their communications flack on August 21st asking for an interview. It was ignored. A week later, I wrote again. It was ignored. September 4th, I pointed out we'd waited 2 weeks. It was ignored.
I have been calling repeatedly to get a face-to-face meeting set up with acting director Smyth.
My name is Mark Smyth.
Mark D. Smyth was appointed acting director by Governor J.B. Pritzker to clean up DCFS.
So
Stonewall. Matt went to a satellite DCFS office.
And so when I showed up on the next day, they called the police.
Here's the police report. Officers responded. He, Matt, stated he arrived at DCFS in an effort to obtain information.
So DCFS says they want to fix things.
I believe they want to fix things.
I don't think that DCFS really wants to fix the system.
And we work with them because they know that we're not going to give up on them.
Now, the Archdiocese has saddled Smyth claimants with these 5 separate questionnaires totaling 23 pages.
Sexual abuse of a child by a man of God is like evil being introduced.
It's like I'm living a double life.
Cocaine and heroin, snorting heroin.
How long you struggle with drugs to this day?
The
Alleged victim 1, Matt, like many,
wanted to call it a negotiation,
struggled to even reconcile
a situation that I was in.
what truly happened.
If I do this, then
Unable,
I guess playing the game.
to even say it.
But I was doing it with
You never call it rape or sexual assault. Why?
That's interesting. I think that just as a man kind of helps me protect maybe a certain image.
A certain image.
And the children that come here really, really blossom.
It's got to come down.
The work is titled Standing Tall.
It should be removed.
It says this bronze,
It absolutely must come down.
which depicts Father John P. Smyth
It represents the complete opposite
and a child of Maryville,
of what I think Maryville was intended to stand for.
donated through the generosity and admiration. What would you like to see done with that? Of the Maryville Board of Directors.
It's like when they tore that Saddam Hussein statue down, put a rope around it and bring it down.
The statue is now gone, but not the monument, not the memory, and not the now grown men.